This video will cover the install and editing of the Auto Refuel mod. I would like to note that this is not my script. It was created by AxeCop, and you'll be seeing a few more tutorials of his mods later. He does some really good work. This install is pretty easy and self-explanatory, but it's been requested a lot of times, so here it is. If you go to the link in the description to my repo on GitHub, you'll come to this page and you'll click the download zip over here on the right. This will download the zip for the files that you'll be needing, and I'm going to move that out to the desktop. Extract the files, and now we've got what we need here. So go into your Epoch server and into the mission file that you're going to be using. For me, I use instance 11 Chernurus for these different tutorials that I do. So I go into MP missions and I'll choose instance 11 Chernurus here. Whichever one you're using is the one you need to go to. Open the files that we just extracted right here, and open it until you find service point folder. When you find this folder, move it into your mission file that you're going to be using. So now you can see that I've copied the service point folder into here. So now we need to open the init.sqf inside of our mission so that we can initiate this. And if you go back here to the GitHub, the required line to add in is already there. So copy the line in this little code block, and in your init you'll go down and find this if not is dedicated. So if exclamation mark is dedicated, you'll find this area, and all the way at the bottom right below this light thing, you'll post it here. Now make sure that it comes before this bracket. It has to be before that. Spacing doesn't matter. I just like to correct my spacing because I like my stuff to stay neat. So this completes the actual install portion of the tool. Everything's already pre-configured and set up for you. I tried to make it as easy to install as possible. But now what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to actually configure the files to your own liking. So if you go back into your mission file where you have the init and the files that you just put in there, go into your service point folder and open the service point SQF file right here. Now that this is open, you can see that we have a configuration section which starts here and ends here. This is where you can actually go in and change all the stuff you need. Do not modify this. It's where the directory is. Max distance is something that you can modify if you want them to be able to refuel a little bit further away, or you want to require them to be closer to the pump. Refuel cost is currently free. If you want to require a payment so that they can auto refuel at the pump, you have to add in an item for it. So let's say that we want to require 3 gold bars. You'll type in item gold bar like this, a comma, and then the amount. So we'll do 3 gold bars. Now you can do silver bars and stuff, but you have to use a class name. Item gold bar is the class name for gold. If you want to leave it free, just leave this empty. Most servers have it free because, I mean, refueling is free to begin with. The only thing is, you don't have to get out of your car to do it now. This is the update interval. You don't really need to mess with this. It just determines how long between each refuel amount. And this is the refuel amount per interval. So every 1 second, 0.05 is added to the fuel, or 0.05% is added. Now for the repair settings, you can see that for air vehicles, it requires 5 gold bars, and that's to repair all damage. For normal vehicles, it requires 2. You can update these if you want. Let's say that we want it to cost a little bit more than this. We'll make it 4 gold bars and then 7 for air. And of course the repair time is how long it takes to repair each individual damaged part. So if you've got a car with 4 damaged wheels, it's going to take 8 seconds to repair. You can lower or raise this as you see fit. And now here we have the rearm settings. This is where you allow them to put ammo in the cars. You can see that the cost is 2 10 ounces of gold for armored SUVs, 2 10 ounces of gold for air vehicles, and 1 10 ounce of gold for any ground vehicle or water vehicle. And how many magazine counts they get. Again, you can simply change this to whatever you like for the class names here. And for this part here, you can change the amount of magazines the weapon gets. You can lower it or raise it to whatever you see fit. Now, if you don't want them to be able to do one of these options, you simply change this to false. So let's say that we don't want anyone to be able to rearm their vehicle on our server. They have to go out and find all the ammo like you normally would. You just type in false here, and you're good to go. This is no longer accessible by any players, but they can still do refuel and repair. Let's say that we don't even want them to repair. We only want the refuel part. We put false there as well. Now all they can do is refuel their stuff. This is a really good script by AxeCop, and this is pretty much everything you need to know to install it and update it to whatever you see fit. You don't have to configure anything if you don't want to. It's all pre-configured and ready to go like you would find on almost any other server. But if you want to change yours for your own personal server a little differently than what most people have it, you can do all that in this config like I just stated, and everything will be fine. As always, thanks for watching. I have another video coming up right after this one for tow and lift. You can see it right down below. Go ahead and go to that. It covers everything for installing it, and it's already pre-configured just like this one. I will be having some more tutorials up soon. The one after the tow and lift I believe will be a mission system. So I'll see you guys in the next video.